Now, this is the absolute best way to get AP. I'm going to be a little bit mindful of spoilers. So, for people who haven't completed the story, Chadley, who you can unlock at level 2, and the first Grasslands mission, which you kind of get as part of doing the story and understanding the combat simulator. If you do that over and over again, that's the best way to get AP. I like missions that are more rounds, but just because I can get through more enemies faster, but the combat simulator is best way to get AP. One other thing to note is that regardless if you're playing on easy or normal mode, you get the same amount of AP from the combat simulator, so just switch it to easy and just get grinding. So those of you who haven't finished the story, you can finish the story and then afterwards come back to the video, as I'm going to talk about things that can help your progress a little bit more in grinding AP without showing a bunch of the map and a bunch of the combat stuff in case you haven't seen it yet, and that's happening now. So as you go into Chadley's menu, he's going to have a bunch of these combat challenges that are pretty good, and there are 3 you're looking out in particular for, and they are AP ups. So I don't remember which ones. I think Nibelheim had one, and I'm pretty sure Cosmo Canyon had one, and I'm pretty sure Junon had one. I have all 3 of them. I got my 3 from the combat simulator, so whatever task you need to do, I believe they're all going to be kill 2 high value targets or the enemy bosses that are roaming around that you have to find. And this increases your AP that you get a lot. And for AP grinding, there are these, I believe they're at the top. There's these 5-round ones, and I like them a little bit better. Yeah, right here, these 5-round ones. I like these a little bit better. They take about a minute a piece. There's one I found at the bottom that took me 4 seconds, and this one gave me 27 AP. And this one's pretty easy to do if you just have any wind damage. So Tifa's reverse gale, or just put an elemental wind and the enemies die in one slice. So that's where you get the AP up materia from. And if you're having trouble finding out which ones you need to do in order to do it, if you highlight over an enemy here, you can kind of see how there's that yellow line pointing towards the fiend icon or below the fiend icon. You have to pair those up in order to unlock the challenge to get the materia, which is the AP up, which you can see that I have on, I believe, Aerith right now. I'm just leveling up. I'm just having, yeah, these AP up increases the amount of AP materia that you can get, and it just makes the grinding a whole lot faster. And then I wouldn't do any grinding until you get your 3 AP ups. I know I have 3. And then there's this chocobo bangle that you can see I have on, or armband. And as you can see, it says an armband crafted in the image of the beloved birds triples the AP amount gained for this armor. So I'm basically working on 5 materia with my 3 AP ups and this chocobo armband. And this chocobo armband is actually super easy to get. All you need to do is go to the Nimble region, and there is a side quest that does it. Now there's a side quest, it's up here. It's the Sage side quest. You just come up to this part of the mount in Nimble, and you feast the companion for it, and you talk to your chocobo friends, and it's pretty easy. You have to unlock the chocobos in this area, and then you have to ride around them collecting some grass, and then once you give it back to this guy, he then races you, and then afterwards you get this chocobo armband, as I showed earlier, and it just like makes the AP grinding a lot faster. And then one last thing is, like, before you do any combat simulator, there's a lot of the world that you can explore and you need to do. And so, like, as you can see with my intel here, I'm not even done with it all. When I'm done with it all, and after I get to level 70, or maybe even in the process of getting to level 70, I will grind AP then. But I don't think it's really worth your while to grind AP until you have all of your combat intel and all of the tasks done, because you're going to have to go fight enemies anyway. So you might as well just get the items you need, and then get the materia that you want, and then start doing some of the intel stuff, and then go out after you've done all of that and start grinding. So that's my recommendation and the best way I found to grind AP.